Alright everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to do the personal slice exercise. This is going to be really similar to the lemon cow one that we just finished. Instead, what you're going to do is find your own animal, find your own fruit or other food that is a circular shape, and find your own background to put that animal in. So the first thing that we want to do is find a good background image. You do want to first obviously start thinking about all three of the things that you want to combine, like the animal, the food, and the background. But it's always a good start to just have an idea of what kind of background you'd like to put. So when we're ready to find a background image, we're just going to open a new tab from Photopea, and we want to Google the type of background we want to use. So for my purposes, I think I'm going to choose a windowsill. So I'm going to go ahead and search windowsill and go to images. I'm just going to find a regular picture of a windowsill, nothing super fancy. Again, I'm going kind of easy with it. A lot of these pictures are low quality when you're looking at them directly from Google Images, but it does say this image is 4,928 by 3,264. So this is a really large image, possibly too big. So when I'm searching up here under the search bar, I'm going to go to Tools, Size, and then change it to large. I'm still going to be pretty careful about how large the picture is going to be. Maybe I can use this one. This is a pretty clear picture and it's 1000 by 1000, which is a good size. Generally, you don't want to go anything bigger than 2000, and you don't want to go with an image that's smaller than 600. Anything smaller than that is going to be really pixelated. Anything bigger than that is going to take forever to upload. So this is a decent size, I think. I'm going to now right-click it and go to Save Image As. It will look a little bit different on your Chromebooks, but ultimately you want to make sure that you are saving the image. And when you are saving it, you just need to make sure that it says JPEG image or PNG at the bottom. Don't pick a GIF or an HTML or anything like that. Just make sure it's either a JPEG or a PNG. And on the Chromebook, you might not be able to tell down here. It's going to look different for you, but you'll probably be able to tell in the name of the file if it ends with .jpeg or .png. I'm also just going to rename the file so I can find it very easily later on, and I'll call it windowsill and then save it. And now I will continue and find a picture of a parakeet. So while I'm looking for this picture of a parakeet, I do want it to have a transparent background. I don't want to find a picture of a parakeet that has a background in it already. And to do this, we're going to have to add PNG to the end of our search. PNGs, like I mentioned in the last exercise, it stands for Portable Network Graphic, and it often comes with a transparent background. The trick to finding an actual image with a real transparent background is looking for these checkers. If you can see the checkers before you click on the picture, that means it is not a truly transparent background. Someone probably just took a screenshot on Photoshop and put it up. But this is not a real transparent background. Neither is this, and neither is this, and neither is this. These two are more likely to be actually transparent. So I do want to find a picture of a parakeet that's just standing up, not like with its toes curled like that. I actually think this is a pretty good image, but I need to click it first to make sure it's in fact a PNG. So I clicked it and it is a PNG. You can tell because after I clicked it, the checkered background showed up. But before I clicked it, it looked totally flat. So this is a totally usable image for me. I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. I'm going to right click it and go to Save Image As. And I will make sure that the format is set to PNG. It is really, really important, you guys, to make sure that your image has a truly transparent background, because if it doesn't, you're gonna have to remove it yourself, which if you know how to do that, you can, but it's just way easier to choose a PNG. So I'm gonna rename this to Parrot and save it. So after we found our picture of the parakeet, we now want to find the slice of fruit or food that you want to use. You do just want to make sure it's circular and you'll pretty much be good. In my case, I'm going to search for a kiwi slice. So I'm going to search kiwi slice PNG again. You want to make sure you find one with a nice transparent background. And we are going to change the size here from large to medium. We don't need a super big image of a kiwi, because you want to keep in mind that the larger the images you find, the bigger your file is going to be and the longer it's going to take to upload to your assignment. So I had quite a bit of trouble finding an image with a transparent background, so I got a little bit frustrated. If you find one that's a medium size and has a transparent background, then just save that and you can actually skip this next step. I'm gonna show you guys how to actually just remove this white background from the image instead of just searching everywhere for a transparent picture. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna just right click it and go to save image as, just like I was before, and I'll rename it to Kiwi and save it. So now we are going to open all of these images that we've saved into Photopea. The first one that we want to work off of is the background. Just as a reminder, the background image that you found should be a pretty big, good quality picture. So I'm going to go ahead and click open from computer, and I'm going to find the image that I downloaded called Windowsill. Found it. I'm going to go ahead and click open. So now I have my nice image of a windowsill set and ready to go. And now I'm going to place my other two images. So I will go to File, Open in Place, and I'll find the image of the parrot and open it. I'll make it just a little bit smaller, holding Shift as I change the size. A little bit more. I guess in my case, the parrot's going to be pretty small because the windowsill is pretty small. But once I'm happy with the size, I'll just click the check mark. And now I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of that background on the slice. We will do it just straight in this file. So we're going to go to File, Open in Place, and find the fruit or food slice that you're going to put in. So this image of a kiwi was nice and all, but it does have this white background on it. When you place an image, it is automatically in free transform mode, so we are just going to end the transformation by clicking the check mark again. The size right now doesn't matter. Now this is still a smart object, so we can't make any direct edits to the kiwi. So what we're going to do is add a layer mask to this image. If you remember from the last project, the way that we add a layer mask is by making sure the layer is clicked, and then we are going to click on this small layer mask icon at the bottom. That's a rectangle with a circle in it called Add Raster Mask, I guess, in Photopea. So we're just going to click that. And now we have added the raster mask. We are going to just go to the magic wand tool, which is the fourth tool down in the toolbar. We just have to click and hold it and go to the third magic wand. And we are going to click on the thumbnail of the actual kiwi. So right now, if you notice, we are clicked on the raster mask. We want to be clicked on the thumbnail of the kiwi. So I'm going to click that. Then use my magic wand on this white area and just click. Then I'm going to go back to the raster mask and click this icon again. And then I will hit delete or backspace on my keyboard to get rid of that mask. To get rid of my selection now, I'll just go to select and deselect. If it's fuzzy or if there are things that you want to clean up, you can always just use the eraser tool to clean the edges up. I'm fine with this because I know the picture is going to be small anyways. I'm going to shrink it down. I am now pretty happy with that. I just want to move it out of the way, so I'm going to first make sure nothing is selected. So if you do have something selected, just go to select, deselect. And then I'm going to use my move tool to just click and drag this kiwi out of the way so I can see the parrot. Now that we've gotten all three of our images into one file all together, we are going to go ahead and rename it and then save it. So I'm going to rename it to last name, first name, personal slice, and press OK. And we are just going to take a moment and go to File and Save as PSD. That's it for the first video, and in the second one, I'm going to show you guys really briefly how to cut your animal in half and then place the kiwi in there. I say really briefly because we already did it with the lemon cow, so you can always refer back to that if you forget to do something. See you guys in the next part.